Morning, Kenny.
How you doing?
Good.
All right.
Hazel's little chats is, we started doing these because I had some goals, pretty specific goals to reach, and I have not quite there, but getting closer.
Right.
So I'm under 230 pounds now, and it's taken, I guess, a couple years to get in the shape. You know, I know one of the things we want to talk about is, because when I started, the most I ever weighed was 293. And when I came in, the first time back out of the gym in like 20 years, I could barely do 135 on bench.
Right.
So over the last couple years, I probably gained 30 pounds of muscle while losing, I mean, if you're going to swap it out, close to 90 some pounds of fat.
Sure.
So, I mean, we want to talk.
Well, you know, that's the biggest myth that people think they have to be heavy and have a lot of fat on them to be strong. Well,
Right.
This is a perfect example. You can still lose the fat and still gain muscle, because when you gain the muscle, it's like a furnace. It burns the fat, building the muscle. So you don't necessarily have to be overweight and heavy and to be strong.
Right.
You can actually lose weight and get stronger. You're a good example of that. You lost the fat, you gained the muscle, and you got stronger.
Yeah.
So
And doing it at an advanced age.
Yes,
No,
right.
yeah.
Not that advanced.
Oh,
You're
okay,
great.
all right.
That's it.
Yeah.
But a lot of, especially the kids out there, when they're weight training, they think all they focus on getting big.
Right.
They don't focus
Right.
on, a good example with you. You can get big and build muscle, but do it healthy. You want the diet's important. You know, what you did, your diet.
Yeah.
It was a big factor in what your progress was.
Yeah.
Again, you can still build the muscle, because when you build the muscle, it does. Again, it's a furnace that burns the fat off your body.
Yeah.
So being healthy and building muscle and getting strong is the way to go, instead of just getting big and overweight and building and getting strong that way.
No, I mean, so if somebody's gonna say it's a young kid that's coming in and wants to get, what would you say is they stay never more than like 20 some pounds of fat or something on them at a time?
Well,
What would you say?
I would just tell them to stay with a high protein, low carbohydrate diet.
Just eat clean and
Just
that's
eat
it.
clean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stay away from the McDonald's and Burger Kings and places like that. Eat lean meats. I know it's hard with kids. Kids love to eat bad food, and it's easier for you just to drive through McDonald's. Unfortunately, that's not the way to go.
Yeah.
The way to go is, supplement with a whey protein shake. If they have a hamburger, have a lean hamburger, round.
Right.
I recommend maybe turkey meat.
Okay.
Instead of the French fries, have some brown rice with it. Things like that for breakfast. Have oatmeal with some eggs, kind of a balance of carbohydrates and protein. That's what's going to help them keep the fat off and then build the muscle.
So you think it's, in some ways, it's almost the myth of that, because the whole thing is you need to bulk up, you need to bulk up,
Right.
and I think unless they're going for a sport to where,
Other
like a
places.
linebacker,
Right.
where just bulk is,
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost a myth.
Well, you can
isn't it?
still
I mean,
you can still bulk up without getting such a high fat diet.
Right.
You can do it.
Right.
You can get. It's not so much the calories. It's the fat intake, and it's the balance of the diet.
Yeah.
The kids that play, let's say, lineman for football, if he needs a lot of calories, he wants to stay big. Well, that's fine. Give him the calories.
Yeah.
But give him the good calories.
Yeah.
Don't just give him a bunch of fat and bad empty calories, like French fries and fatty hamburger meat or whatever whatever's not good for them.
And it's one little thing we're talking is, like, I was late for an event this last week, and I had to go cover. It was a parade over in West Point, and I got there because I had another event I covered before. So I had to literally sprint like a half a mile down to the end of this. And I was a year ago, that would have killed me.
Yeah.
I mean, literally.
Yeah,
I mean, I would have. But I got about halfway through, and I was like,
It's easy.
"Wow, this isn't bad."
What you did, because what you did only when you were working out for the bodybuilding competition, you built up your endurance because you did a lot of cardio.
Yeah.
So you got the overall fitness.
Yeah.
And that's really what you want. It's not so much just, again, you want to be in shape, you want to be healthy. It's all about being healthy.
Yeah.
Again, with the bulking up thing, you can get bigger. Just a good example, but still be healthy with it too.
Well, I think
So-
one of the reasons and we talk about it is not every bit, but I've done this as a vegetarian,
Mhm.
so my diet's been pretty restrictive
Right,
in some
right.
way, but I did it just to get healthy.
Uh-huh.
You know, something like if a contest or something, that's kind of almost just like a measuring stick. That's not really the goal. You
Right,
know,
right,
it's,
yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, it's
yeah.
like I said, it's all about being healthy. That's why natural bodybuilding is so good for the sport.
Yeah.
Because it's the healthy way of building muscle.
Right.
And
Yeah.
you know, so whoever's trying to get bigger, get stronger, or whatever. Again, that diet is so important. The lean meats, the
Yeah.
vegetables, the good carbohydrates like the rice and the brown rice and the oatmeals and things like that. With a balanced diet, you can still get as big as you want, but you're going to be healthy too.
And one of the things I want to say is when people are coming to the gym is, you know, it's okay to, I mean, it's not how long you're in the gym, because sometimes I'm only in here, 45 minutes or so, but it's what you do while you're
Oh,
here,
sure,
right?
of
I mean, it's
course.
that hard, it's
Yeah,
that
I
hard.
mean, like we
you know,
went over this before in our last interview.
Yeah.
Was that it's not how long, like, you know, it's what you do when you're there.
Yeah.
For a good solid weight training workout should only take you 45 minutes to an hour. The supersetting like you did, the drop
Yeah.
down sets, pushing your body to the limit, but doing it with good form and a proper weight that's good for you.
Good form?
Good
What?
form, oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know, a lot of people when they come exercise, these people come out, I can bench press 315 pounds, but they're in their twist and then they're turning and they're using every muscle with the ones they're supposed to be using. So.
I think you and I can attest that the shoulders will pay off.
Oh
You know,
yes,
there's a price to
I've
pay,
learned
and
from
those shoulders
experience.
will,
Oh yeah,
you know,
I've learned from
it's,
experience with that.
yeah.
So.
Hey, I want to
Yeah.
say thank you. Thank
Okay,
you for
sure.
your help.
Oh,
you
sure,
know, I
my
think thank you
pleasure.
for your help. I think
You did a great job.
I've got a ways to go, and we'll do another one of these before. I've still got probably 10 pounds or so I'd like to get off.
Sure.
Now it's just kind of trying to tighten up
Yeah.
some
Well,
of the
you've done a good
stuff,
job. You worked
but,
hard.